Okay, so the first thing you need to do is download two pieces of software. If you haven't used Stream Deck before, you're going to need to do this. So you're going to need to download iQ from Corsair and the Stream Deck software from Elgato. So let's go ahead and do that first. This is really simple. Just jump over to Corsair's website to download the iQ software. This is what it looks like. Just hit download and get that installed. We're going to go to the Elgato website, go to the download section, and then we're looking for the Stream Deck software 7.5.0. Now, if you already have this software installed on your computer, you'll need to make sure it's updated. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so first of all, I'm inside the Stream Deck software. Now, what I need to do is make sure this is up to date. To do this, we're going to go ahead and click on this cog right here. The next big thing we do is hit the word general, and this is the version number we need to be sure we're on. This now supports Stream Deck widgets inside the iQ software. So software version is 7.5.0. So check for updates. You'll see we're up to date as of July 2026. This is what we need, and this will obviously solve so many problems for you guys if you're having any. So 7.5.0 is installed on the Stream Deck Elgato software. Let's get iQ up. So this is iQ installed on my computer now. So all we're going to do is check whether the software is up to date. Now you'll notice that your iQ software might look completely different to what I've got here. You can see this is picking up my nano lights, my RAM, my cooler. But here's the important bit, the Xeneon EDGE bit. But what we can do is go up here to this cog here, give that a click. You'll see the word general and see iQ version is 5.48.58. But to make sure it's really up to date, we go to the word software updates. We see the iQ software is there, Core V 5.48.58, and there's a check for updates button. So if yours says that or anything newer, you're good to go. But if not, press check for updates. It'll do this little check there just to make sure. And there you go. The iQ software is up to date. These two things need to happen before we can continue installing our icon packs with the Xeneon EDGE. Okay, so that's that done. So next up, we're going to click on the Xeneon EDGE here. And you'll see that it just shows me that there's no widgets available, and it's saying click on device area to add a widget. So that is prepped and waiting for us to go. So let's move that down there. So here we are in the Stream Deck software. We've clicked on the icon. We've made sure we're up to date. We are. And this is what we're presented with, iQ Widget 1. So what we need to do is go ahead to iConCity and download our icon pack. So here we are in the iConCity website. This is where we got all the icon packs for things like Corsair Galleon and Stream Deck. We've got over 250 icon packs available for you folks to download, productivity and latest games, all for your Stream Deck. But now that magic comes to the Xeneon EDGE by Corsair. So we're going to go up to the word store here. And then all the way down the bottom here, we see the word Corsair Xeneon EDGE. Give that a click. And right now we see we just got a few products to play with. So we're going to go ahead and go to the outbound one there. So give that a click and then press add to cart. And then obviously we'll pay for that. Now, the minute we pay for it, create our account, this will download to your downloads folder. So it gives you a little preview there on the website. Let's go ahead and look inside our downloads folder to see what's waiting for us there. Okay, so now here we are inside of our downloads folder. So we've been to iConCity, downloaded the icon pack, and here is our file waiting for us. This is the outbound Xeneon EDGE icon pack. So we're going to go ahead and just double click that and extract all of its contents. With that done, you'll see the folder now highlighted here. Double click that, and this is basically broken up into a few areas here. We have the Xeneon EDGE profile, which gives us the small version, the medium version, and the large stroke extra large version. So the large version's obviously included, and that's kind of 30 plus icons on the front screen. The medium is 20 icons, and the small is 6. So you can go between all these three profiles. Okay. Also inside of here, we'll see a wallpaper, and we'll have the actual icons as well. So what we need to do is very simply go to the Xeneon EDGE profile, give that a double click, and we can install all three profiles right now if we want to. So let's go ahead and install the small outbound Xeneon EDGE profile. Give it a double click. So now the Stream Deck icon widget pops up and says, where do you want to install this? And it'll say iQ Widget 1. Now, if you own more than one Stream Deck, you can highlight that and obviously you can see where they're going to go. In this case, we'll just lose it on iQ Widget 1, and yours will probably default to that too. So let's just press install. As this is only the small one, we can see we're displaying just 8 icons here. If I double click through these, we can see that that takes us through the pages and then back again. Don't worry too much about the empty space running outside. What we need to do with this done is now open up our iCue software. Okay, now you'll see that our iCue is, so we basically go home, click on the Xeneon EDGE, opens up this screen. And then from here, we can see we've got this big blank area there. If I click on anywhere with the widgets highlighted here, it says Add Widget. We're going to give that a click, scroll to the bottom, and you see the word Stream Deck right there. Let's go ahead and click on the Stream Deck. Now you'll see straight away it's brought up the widget from Stream Deck that's open. There it is there. It's filled that little space. If I come over to here, we'll see it's been installed into widget number 2. Now, as I said, this software only came out today, so we're still playing with it. Now, what's happened here is it's created a new widget, which is basically a common thing that's happening with the software right now. So let's go to the settings icon, go to accounts, go to device. We'll click on widget 1, go to profiles, and we'll see the outbound is already inside of there. We can now copy this over to Stream Deck iCue widget 2. Okay, we're going to go back to iCue widget 2. Okay, close that. Here's iCloud widget 2. And now we see the word outbound small there. Give that a click. So there it is. It's all shown in there. As I said, the software's only just got released today, so we are still playing with a few of the things that's acting strangely. Let's say that. So there we are in the Stream Deck software. We've loaded in that very simple, small profile from iConCity there. So let's go ahead and look at the iCue software now. And you'll see it's there now. Perfect. Now, obviously, I've got my Xeneon EDGE just here. And you'll see there's nothing else on this page at the moment, but I can now click through that profile and all these buttons work perfectly. Okay, so we can go through each one of those. And that's great. So we fill the rest of the screen with other widgets, and we're just taking up that small part just to play this game or whatever you want to do with it. So what if we want to make that bigger? Then all we can do is actually bring in the other profiles. So let's go ahead and click on these 3 icons here, these 3 dots. Press delete. Okay, we're back to 0 there. We're now going to go back into our downloads folder. There's our outbound folder there. Give that a double click. There's the Xeneon EDGE profiles. Give those a click. Let's go straight for the large one, shall we? So double click the large one. Where do you want to install it? Well, we want to install it into the widget, iCue widget 1 there. Let's click it there. Install. Okay, there it is installed. Let's go to widget there. Now you see here, we've got the large one installed there. Okay, now what we need to do, make sure that obviously it's got the word large on top here. We can see we've installed it. Now all we do is go back into the iCue widget, click on the plus button like so, scroll to the bottom, press Stream Deck, now hit Excel. You'll see Excel's here. What we do is we go back into our widget here. We can see it's not there again. It's throwing that little Ricky fit for us. Let's hit the cog there. Let's go to widget 1. There's the large one. Right click, copy to widget 2, iCue widget 2. There we go. Let's close that. Let's go back to the top one there. Make sure iCue widget 2 is highlighted. And it's a default profile. It's not that. We want the large one. And there you go. There is our large widget there. Now, this is great because we can see now we've got all of our icons here, looking pretty awesome. There's obviously folders in folders if you need them as well. Works just like a traditional Stream Deck does. So we've got all the actions on there. So with that done, we can now add our wallpaper and make this really pop, which is what I think the Xeneon EDGE is so good at. The screen is so good on this device. So to do this, we're in the widget still. We can see the widgets open here. We're going to go to custom style, switch that on. Now, obviously, we've got background. We can pick a color. And we see that our Stream Deck is going to react to those colors like so. But what we're going to do is we'll just get rid of that for a second. We can hit the word image. Now, we click on image. There's obviously other piece of artwork I've been importing in here since I've had the Xeneon EDGE. But if I hit the plus button here, we can go back to our downloads folder. There's the outbound folder there. There's our wallpaper, and there is our outbound wallpaper waiting for us. Just press open, and you'll see straight away that it's populated it beautifully here. But it might not be where you want it to be, so you can move this around by dragging it around like so. Move the icon like that. Move it exactly where you want it. There you go. And of course, we can change the opacity of that. So if we don't want it too bright, so you see it here. Super bright, super awesome. We'll take it down like so. And that's how you add your own wallpaper as well. It's great, isn't it? It looks so, so beautiful. And again, all these work just like they should do when you're playing, in this case, Outbound. And there you go. That's how we're going to create that piece of artwork. So remember, we've got the small one here. So if we go into here, we can obviously reduce that. If we've got a small one there we go. That'd look cool, wouldn't it? So we can have that. Again, we can bring another widget in here. So bring a weather widget in if we wanted to. There's the weather. We can bring in a clock face. There's our clock face. And so on and so forth. So as you can see, our Stream Deck works around whatever else's widget is there. Just make sure that we're going to Stream Deck to control which widget we're being seen. Now you see it's got IQ widget 2 again. So we want to go into the cog here. Select widget 1 where we imported the small one. Right click that. Copy over to IQ widget 2. Okay, so now that's now going to be available for us. IQ widget 2. Make sure we're back on the small one. And there we are. Inside IQ, and now we've got our weather here. We've now got the iConCity icon pack there waiting for us. So that's where we are when it comes to installing a Stream Deck on the Xeneon EDGE. It's pretty awesome. As far as software goes, it's kind of there for us, and I think there's going to be lots more improvements coming ahead. But for right now, if you're going to go and buy some beautiful icons, wallpapers for your Xeneon EDGE, jump over to iConCity.com, and hopefully you're going to find some great icon packs waiting for you there. Thanks very much for listening. I hope this all makes sense. But for now, that's the way the software works, and that's what we're dealing with, folks. So until next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.